Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, a coming attractions episode. I'm Joe Finley.
I'm T-Bo Todd, the man, Sailor Man.
300 episodes and he still doesn't know his own name, guys.
300. Like
300.
that movie.
This is Caddyshack. Is that the movie?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Kicks that little beaver guy.
Awesome. And couldn't be more timely. I just celebrated this past Monday my 40th birthday, and I got a gift.
You're on the hill, bud.
Oh.
You're teetering on the edge of a dandy, bud.
No human
Might as
being.
well do heroin now.
Yeah, no human being is more aware than you that I was over the hill when I was 21 years old.
Yeah, well, look
I
at
was
your
destroyed.
picture collage.
Yeah, I got a picture collage back there.
It's gonna be. They're just gonna show the same collage for every year of your life.
As well,
It'll be
they
like
should.
baby. It'll be like bald with your fucking beard. Adolescence, old man. You're like Benjamin Buttons, but you just stay the same age.
Yeah, exactly.
Your entire life.
I wish that were true, man. I wish that I wanted to
Poor
go through.
mother.
I wanted to go through and be like, oh man, I'm just a regular Paul Rudd. I'm like, nope,
A
fatter.
regular Paul Rudd, the
was like,
sexiest man
Yeah,
alive.
I was like, nope, not the same age all the way through, just fatter and worse constantly. Woohoo!
I can't believe he got it. Good for him.
He deserved it.
He did.
I want to blow him. What?
Everybody does. He's ageless.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I also saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. How did you feel about it?
Meh.
I was good with it, but it was that kind of thing where you're like, it's a little fan servicey, but I was like, you know what? I was in the mood to be fan service. I was like, I was on it.
I don't think the audience I was with really, like, I found it strange to put a scene in that took place in the first one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I loved that scene though.
Yeah.
Where she's zapping him.
Oh, yes.
Like in the credits, it's like Sigourney. I was like, Sigourney Weaver wasn't in this. And then I was like, oh, there she is.
I literally had the exact same moment. I'm like, where was Sigourney? I'm like, ooh, maybe another scene's coming. And then as I'm saying that, it popped up.
And then there she was. But it was, I don't know. I thought that we rushed through everything.
Yeah.
It was a romp. I enjoyed seeing the boys.
Ah, the boys.
And the CG Harold Ramis.
Yeah, I was. Well,
I imagine like a studio spending millions of dollars on a CG Harold Ramis. He must be very happy right now.
They did that in the Stripes as well. He wasn't in it at all.
At all.
He couldn't be in it. And
Not
like,
even.
we'll use CG. And they're like, what's CG? And they said, you shut the fuck up, you cokehead.
Yeah.
We'll take care of it. Anyways,
And
though,
they did.
Long
They
story.
killed him, and then
Yeah. Long way around, though, to say I got this nice birthday gift from my wife, which I'll show you now.
oh yeah, your birthday. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I like it a lot. It's going to be in the background, like where that little advent calendar tree that is currently not full of anything. It will go there eventually.
I want one of those that says "Your Todd," so that when I wake up in my night terrors, I can look over and be like, "Oh."
The only thing though is I would have
God.
ones made for you that had different names and different information. I would sneak into your house every night and swap it out. You would put your Todd in, and you'll be like, "I'm gonna feel so much better when I wake up and I see this." And then I'll put in, and it said, "Your dick fell off years ago." And you'll be like, "Ah!" Like it's gonna be fantastic.
Oh my God! Or like, it'll be a big, huge one, but it'll all be like me killing.
Yeah.
The leader of some country, which I will then embark on a mission to do it.
Yeah.
Because I believe when I wake up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when you get drunk and you like, my name's Todd. Like, please mail me to this. Please don't rape and kill me.
If only.
I keep $100 bill sticking out of my butthole. Take it and go.
See, this is the exact route I hoped that this conversation would go down, so it's ideal. Lots to talk about before we kind of get into some celebratory things. Let's do the opposite of celebrating first. Anne Rice died.
Oh, I read that somewhere.
That literally just happened. Like,
she's not dead.
Yeah, she's on dead now.
Exactly.
But yeah, the person who basically made you think that vampires are sexy time people is gone now. So I didn't really have much to say about that.
Did you see the new Jack Reacher?
I haven't seen it.
He's like 3 times the height of Tom Cruise.
Oh, is this like a show?
Yeah.
Oh, like
or something.
Let me guess, Amazon, because they're always taking. I was gonna say because they did the same thing with Krasinski.
Everything.
And what's it? Jack Ryan. Yeah. So that was its own thing. We were just talking about Ghostbusters, and oh my God, the computer's gone bananas. No, but anyways, we were just talking about Ghostbusters, and the point I was trying to make with that, Olivia Wilde was confirmed that she was Gozer.
Was that her?
Yes, it was her.
Because when I saw her, I was like, isn't that bitch that fucking cheated on her man with Harry Styles?
Yeah, everybody should be doing that though. Like I don't.
Did anybody blame her?
No.
Yeah.
It was
Ted Lasso made a career out of it.
Harry Styles or Jason Sudeikis. You make your choice.
And everybody felt so bad for him, they gave him an Emmy. So win-win for everyone.
You betcha. People love that goddamn.
I know. I don't understand.
Love that.
I never watched it, but I saw a preview for it. I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Maybe you know what it is. I think that it's just in a world of nonstop negative. Like even like every show is at the end. Every show is about like the greediest people in the world or an apocalypse. So to just have some guy who's just happy.
Is he though?
Is just I mean, he hasn't had a freaking breakdown or anything yet.
That'll be next season.
So hopefully.
The big episode at the end. I'm having a breakdown. You're like, oh fuck, here we go.
But it's actually he just starts a breakdance competition. He's like, break it down.
I wonder why Olivia Wilde chose to be Gozer. She looked fucking awesome though.
She did look awesome, but I don't for the life of me.
I should have more of her. She's in the movie for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, I know. But I guess because if you look in the credits, because I was like, who? Like I wasn't thinking Olivia Wilde right off, but I was like, who? I know who that is.
Right when I saw her, I was like, that's Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, and I was like, who is that? Who is that? And then I went through the credits. I'm like, oh, never mind. She's nobody because they put some random name in there. And but then
Alan Smithy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that. It was like a very long who even knows what name. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. It was just some random butch lesbian.
I love like the mother too is like, he left us. End of story. No, Mom, I really want to show you something in the basement. No, I don't care. And then eventually she goes down there and the Pixar lamp is like, ooh, and she's like, one picture, you do care. And then there's like a collage of her. I was like, oh, for the love. You don't think that some lady moves into her new house and doesn't go check out like what's going on in the basement?
Oh, absolutely. That's the truth.
Come on, she didn't go look around everywhere to see what the fuck's going on.
Although they did do a good job of painting her as a disinterested human being. Because she was just crazy. Basically like,
all of a sudden it turns into like Gozer's dog. Which I was like, what the fuck?
Like she was like just a little bit off from like saying it's wine o'clock when she like sends her kid to school. Kids are gone and she pulls out like a wine cooler in the car and she starts drinking it.
The kids are there now.
Hi, Paul Rudd, jump on this. But yeah, no, I was overall happy. Hawkeye.
Awesome.
I talked briefly about it on the
totally
one.
Awesome.
It's not done. It's so good.
It's very, very good.
Spoiler. You're up to date, right? You've watched all 4 episodes?
Yes.
Okay. So Yelena.
Oh, shit just got real.
Yelena is back or here, but he's not really aware of what happened kind of on the sidelines, or at least the way he reacts. He's not what happened kind of on the sidelines with Natasha. So they're going that way. But I guess there's rumors because people have been talking about this for a while saying we think Yelena is going to be in it. We think Yelena is going to be in it. And we think that between her and Kate and Ms. Marvel, who's coming up, and a few other people, that they're going to lean towards like a Young Avengers thing because they're going to have all these kind of youthful.
Oh, Kate Bishop.
Yes.
And the
Kate Bishop, Yelena, Ms. Marvel, and then
Stretch
probably
chick.
a couple others. And then probably a few others in there.
Teen Titans, only teen.
Yeah.
Marvel guys.
Teen Marvels. But the show's been really fun so far. It's only
really
got only 2 more episodes.
Oh my god, that scene when they shoot the arrow with the Pym particle and it makes the arrow humongous.
That was
like,
cool.
Oh my god.
That was the only one that I like, because I was like, all these new arrows. I'm like, where did all these come? Like that one that got all foamy, or it was like the blue goo or whatever.
It's a putty arrow.
I know, but it looked. It didn't look that good, like compared to like I was like.
What do you mean, like the special effects?
Yeah, the special effects was kind of
somewhere,
I guess, right? But it was just I was kind of like, we bringing out all these new arrows just like cuz, and I was like, all right, and there's like, I don't know.
Probably got he obviously has a shit ton of arrows that we haven't seen yet.
Well, my thought is if you're gonna do it, make it look good, and it didn't look very good, so I was kind of like whatever. But I was on top of the pin one. I also just liked the joke of the USB one. Just hit the guy to just like bounce off.
You don't want to know what this one's gonna do.
So that was good, and then everything with the LARPers has been funny.
Yep. I just really dig it. I like that they're going more into the whole Ronin thing and what he did in that time period, and it really gets more into him and Black Widow, which obviously really affected him because he's like the only person other than Potts, I guess, who really lost anything.
Well,
I mean, they all lost their families and shit.
Yeah.
But they're humans, like the Hulk. He didn't have anybody. He's like unkillable. And then you got Thor, who's like unkillable. And then you've got,
Well, most everybody else got everybody back. Or like they got everything back. Like Paul Rudd was gone and then came back and then got everything back because he was lost in the.
Because he himself was gone. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like everybody got a win. But he had a permanent loss because nobody had a relationship. Well, although I would suggest
family back and shit.
Yeah. Well, I would say that would definitely be an ultimate consolation that you should be all right with. But but yeah. So that was that. They revealed that Multiverse of Madness, a trailer will be arriving before the new year. So that means
we're gonna go see Spider-Man together.
We're going to see.
We're gonna live stream the movie to the detriment of everyone around us.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck you, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, man. This guy's fucking problem.
Todd's going to stand up in front of everybody as like the trailers are going on. This episode brought to you by...
Boo. And I'm hoping they throw lots of popcorn at me so I'm able to catch it and then eat it.
Yep. And speaking of which, the teaser trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 just came out. And that was pretty cool. There's not much to it. You basically get...
He's probably going over to the other ones now.
Yeah, that is what's happening. Is basically at the end of Into the Spider-Verse, he's sitting there, he's doing whatever, and then something like a portal opens up, and he's like looks up, and then that's kind of the credits.
I'll have to watch it again. I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then this like continues on, but like they promised a lot of the same guys, but then more guys. I know the Korean, like the Spider-Man or whatever his name was, is going to be there, which sounds racist when I say it, but that's really what it is. So I mean, you can't fault me unless I'm just completely making this up. In which case, you could fault me later.
Exactly.
But
legally, like everybody else.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to see that. But I'm really excited to see a Multiverse of Madness trailer too.
Oh fuck yeah!
The next little bit. Fantastic Beasts finally coming out with its trailer because it's been so long because of all the Johnny Depp.
They replaced him with Mads Mikkelsen.
Precisely. So the first trailer is popping for that. Tomorrow as we record this. It's not as good as like the Harry Potters were telling this like good story, and this one like it's more interesting now. I think the first one you're kind of like, I don't know any of these people. It doesn't really matter.
It's a brand new movie.
I know, but it was like you're a part of this world, and it's like I've heard the name. Like they literally pulled a name from a guy on one of the textbooks, and that's what the whole movie is about. And you're like, are we gonna follow this guy?
Based on the name.
But then they're like,
they're saying based on the Disney right? Yeah. This movie's based on the name.
Yeah, pretty much.
Joe.
Well, like Newt Scamander, he's like literally on the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them textbook for Care of Magical Creatures. And then anybody who knows the appendices of Harry Potter knows that Luna Lovegood married his grandson. And that's that's all you had of him.
That's certainly something.
And then so now it gets more interesting now because now you've introduced young Dumbledore, sexy Jude Law, and then you had Grindelwald. He is gay.
Are they going to talk about his gayness?
Yeah, probably actually.
Gay spells. I guess they're essentially just the same.
It's
just if Lamar did them.
Well, no, because it's all J.K. Rowling based. And she's like she comes at it really homophobic. She's like expecto patronum.
It has to be
Well,
why would she make him gay? Did she only make him gay just to be like, see, I'm not?
No. This predates. Well, at least like this predates her being accused of anything. It was. I think. I don't even think that it was something that was really meant to be per se. I think it was just one of those, hey, why doesn't we never talk about the loves of Dumbledore or something. She's like, oh, he's gay. And then that was just
exactly, like, why would you have to?
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's really always should be the answer to the question is like, why does every single person have to pair off?
Yeah, and then like why I always love like too, like why do you have to like know the sexuality of somebody? Why can't they just be in something?
Well,
but that's what they were probably like, you're a total homophobe, J.K. Rowling. She's like, oh, I'm a homophobe.
Yeah.
Whatever that word is, she's such a homophobe.
Well, she's like
Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah, Dumbledore.
And they're like, whoa. Yeah. So how could I be that?
I've been waiting because really her whole thing has been the whole trans thing. That's where all her trouble has come in. But,
he's not trans.
No, I know he's not trans. Man. But what I'm waiting for her to say is she's like one of our most prominent teachers teaches transfiguration. So I don't see what the big deal is.
That's what I always see. We have the Church of the Transfiguration.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the city, and I'm always like, what is happening in there?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my God.
They're turning mice into cups.
Something.
That's what's
Something
happening.
fucked up. There's a lot of transfiguring going on.
Yeah, that's what I figure is happening. So that's that stuff. Also, I guess rumored that in Ant-Man and Quantumania, like the new sequel coming out,
Ant-Man and the Quantumania.
There's going to be a lead into MODOK, like the live action MODOK. This is where it's going to get confusing because they just made the MODOK cartoon that starred Patton Oswalt as MODOK, but now Patton Oswalt is in the MCU in the Eternals as, I can't even remember, Pip, I think his name was, or something like that. He was right at the end. He was in one of the after credit scenes.
Is that you, Pip?
Or the mid credit scene, whatever it was. Him and Harry Styles going back to that. And then they. So now he's there, but now you have live action MODOK coming, who's going to be somebody else, and it sounds like it's like another character who's already existed is going to become. Yeah, it's a whole.
Whatever. Who knows?
A whole thing.
I don't even know who the fuck MODOK is.
Yeah.
It's like a face with legs.
He's like Krang without the giant body.
Ooh.
That's the way I always.
That's kind of what he looks like. It could be anybody's face.
Right?
It's me, MODOK.
Yeah.
I rule the universe.
Well, it made
Just put my head in a box.
You know who
put a crotch right here.
Yeah. You know who it makes me. It makes me think about. It makes me think about Arnim Zola.
Arnim Zola.
From because he's like in the computer. In
Buddy, yes.
Yeah, so
I could see that. I dug him actually, good old Armin Zola.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. And he appears again.
It's like a cleaning product.
Yes. Get yourself a bottle of Arnim Zola and get out those nasty stains.
It really gets out super soldier blood.
Yes. Yes. Because
really, that's tough to get out of leather.
Why is there so much leather around? Because all super soldiers hardcore into BDSM.
Right.
It's because they don't feel they don't feel pain as much. They probably don't feel pleasure as much either. So they really have to kind of lay into it.
Well, probably because they are super soldiers.
Yeah.
If the fabric of their regular pants starts to do something and they get a super soldier boner, pants gone.
Yeah, pants gone.
You need something real, something that's going to keep her in, keep her locked in.
No doubt. What else do we got? Cobra Kai had its trailer for season 4. Yeah, and introduces.
Haven't they worked out their differences yet?
No. It's now gone the whole other way.
Oh fuck!
Because Kreese came back in the last season.
No.
And then ended up like taking over Cobra Kai. And like basically like
the old bad guy,
the old
guy,
yeah, the old sensei, and because he was like, I'm gonna help you, like Johnny, and then it kind of started like
Mr. Miyagi kicked his ass in part 2.
He did, and so things got kind of out of hand, and then he's like, no, I'm like leaving you, but now he's got Cobra Kai. He's like, fuck you, you can take it, and now Johnny's teaming up with Daniel, and he's got all their old students. But then who's on the other side? Johnny's son,
Michael Jai White.
Yeah, Johnny's son is
Flash.
Johnny's son. I'm gonna get this fucking sentence out. Johnny's son is still over with Cobra Kai and all that stuff. So there's all kinds of things. But then they bring back another Cobra Kai legend, Terry Silver from Karate Kid 3.
Oh my God!
Is there? He looks so different.
Wait a second. So
his hair is Snow White.
So the guy who was the bad guy in the first one, the kid.
Yes.
He's now with Daniel's son.
Yes.
But his son is now with his old leader.
Yes.
That must be a rough dinner.
It's a thing.
That's a rough dinner scene.
They are, yes, they are.
Eating dinner at home, and he's like, are you going off to do evil with the Cobra Kais?
Yeah. No, I really like, there's the one scene where the Cobra Kai guys, they actually went to a Halloween party and they were all dressed in the thing. Again, it's one of those total fan service shows, and it occurs to me more and more. Sometimes I just need that.
Well, who cares?
And it's like, well, because sometimes I don't. And it's like, I'm watching a movie and I'm like, okay, we waited this long for a new movie to come out. And you're just hitting all the buttons to be like, oh man, this will make them happy, instead of like trying to make your own thing. And then it's like, I say that and I'm like, oh, that's so stupid. But then it's the exact same thing I liked about Ghostbusters. And it's like, there's no rhyme or reason as to why I like it or why I don't.
Like
it's just sometimes
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that there was a lot of fan service in it, but I mean, oh my God, this show kicked ass.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, sometimes I'm not. Actually, I guess Evil Dead's got a game coming out. and they tease there's like 4 generations of Ash. So you've got like regular Ash, and then there's like an ancient
the multiverse of Ash.
Yeah, and then like I think like Ash's daughter. It looks like
Ashette.
yeah, I guess
Ashley.
So. Yeah, probably. I think Ashley makes more fun than Ashette.
Yeah.
So that was cool. The new Matrix trailer came out, which kind of confirms a lot of my theories, because they were talking about things looping, like how like the timeline like loops for them and stuff like that. They showed Jada Pinkett is in it as Niobe, but she's really old.
Oh, I think I saw a scene or something. Yeah.
So now you have young Morpheus and like old woman Niobe, like she's got like dreads and all this, and they're all gray. I
saw a picture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
that's her without any makeup.
Yeah, and then so. Yeah, that's just what she looks like. The only way she gets her like old looks back is by like berating Will Smith in public.
Give me your soul power.
Yes, you're bad in bed. Why are we doing this on camera?
You've ruined my life.
But yeah. So, anyways, that kind of confirmed my original theory that as people die, they just renew into the Matrix.
Right.
Because it's like basically what they're doing, or what I think they're doing.
When he gave himself up at the end, then he just started over at the beginning again.
Essentially, what I think they're doing.
That's a bummer.
What I think they're doing is that they're cloning the same people. So when they die, when they're plugged into the Matrix or whatever.
But he's still the one.
Yeah. So it's just like
took him a little longer this time.
Yeah. So I think it's something to do with that, which is why. So they put in a new Morpheus at some point, but it was like,
I saw the one scene where he goes, I know Kung Fu. And then he goes, wait, did I knew Kung Fu? And then he like, ugh, and then that's where it stopped.
Yes. He said, I still know Kung Fu.
No, then he says, did I knew Kung Fu?
Did I knew
like
Kung
in
Fu?
The past.
Oh. I didn't catch that part.
It's Keanu.
Keanu, yeah. That was improvised. And like for some reason Bill Bill Winters is still with him. They're actually shooting scenes from Bill and Ted 3 still, like during that.
They just follow him around in his everyday life and then just throw that together as a movie.
Yeah. No, but I'm looking forward to it. It looks cool. I'm willing to give that a shot, see what it's gonna do.
I got nothing else to live for. Whatever.
Right? No doubt.
I go check it out. Better have some new bullet time shit going on, man. Technology is way awesome.
Somebody, I guess somebody did like a little quick redo of some Matrix scenes using like current technology. I just saw the same thing too. Somebody did that with Jurassic Park, and I'll say, like, while the one that they did was more improved in terms of lighting and stuff like that, it wasn't such a vast improvement on what Jurassic Park had already done, showing that like they really used the shit out of the technology they had at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was just like, but yeah, they did the same thing, because I mean, like, I like the Matrix sequels when you think of like the whole story, like the story as a whole, is like I really like what the Matrix sequels do, but like just some of the gimmicks that they put into place in there, and like when they CG Neo to do like the Burly Man fight or something like that, I'm just like,
when he's just
and it just looks so
wow. Like,
it looks so out of place.
Holy fuck! Like,
yeah, and it's just because it looks so not like you just went from a shot of him to this shot, and I'm like, no, it doesn't look good. No, don't do this to
like
me.
A cartoon swinging around a big old.
But they fixed a lot. They fixed that in there, and it was like, it almost makes me want them to go full George Lucas and fix some of their shit.
Fix it. Why the hell not?
Yeah. So yeah, you got a new.
How much money do you have to make before
I know. God, Snyder got like another movie's worth of budget to shoot a movie that was already shot.
And most of the people that bitched about it never even finished the completed project.
No doubt.
Which is amazing.
That is my favorite part.
Yes. It's like 1/3 of the people that started the movie finished it.
Congrats.
So hopefully those 1/3 were exactly the number of people that were like, dude, let's do this.
I'm hoping though that it's not like a technicality, like they didn't wait till the credits finished all the way through. Yeah, and then stop. And then the file stopped.
Right. I don't know what. I think you got to get. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. How do they know when the hell you stopped it? Right?
Yeah.
It's like VHS porn.
Well, I mean, like YouTube. I can look at our YouTube videos, which, by the way, subscribe to us and like the YouTube video and all those kind of things in case you're forgetting. But like I can see when people are watching and stuff, and I can see when it drops off, and it's like 100% of people were here at like second one. And then by like second 8, 98% of people were here. And then you could see a dip, and you could actually use that and go in and go like, what the hell were we doing? And then sure enough, it's you and I arguing over how to pronounce Elijah. And then, but yeah, so I mean, that's that stuff. But let's talk about next week. Next week is Christmas.
It sure is.
According to how we're talking right now.
Oh, wait, whoa.
What?
Wait, I want to say something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify comes out with this like
the
year in like review, which I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was at somebody's house and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like spinning. I'm like, what? And then so they clicked it and it told me my entire Spotify history of that year.
Mm-hmm.
I have listened to 68,000 hours of music.
Oh my God.
I am in the 95 percentile. Almost the tippy top.
Yeah.
Also, which I found weird, the way the numbering goes, right?
Yeah.
To say like you're on the 95% is like, what the fuck? Like, wouldn't you be like more like the top 10%, like the top, whatever. But then I am 0.01 for Orange Goblin.
Really?
Which means I am like their number one fucking fan.
Fuck.
So give me a free t-shirt or something, Orange Goblin.
Orange Goblin. I will post this on Twitter, this clip, and we will send it to Orange Goblin and they can reach out to us.
I got to really pick it up next year. I need 100%.
I'm putting the pressure on Todd too to reach out to the guy from the Devil's Latex. So
I got banned from thing.
Banned from what?
Instagram.
Oh,
that's
what
how I was talking to him.
What the fuck did you do on Instagram?
Nothing. There was like I just made a comment.
Oh, you should be unbanned now because sometimes they'll do that.
Well, I don't even know how to fucking sign it. I'll just have to show it to you. Okay. Literally, the picture is this girl. Yeah. She's in a bathtub.
Yeah.
She's wearing like nothing essentially, and whatever the nothing she's wearing is soaked. Yeah. And so she's essentially naked, and so that's okay. It's okay for her to be fucking naked in this bathtub.
Yeah, I think
so. And it said, "Want to join?"
Yeah.
And my first comment of anything, I was like, I would punch my own mom in the face to join, and I got banned.
That's not even like bad.
I know. The picture was I was like, she's fucking naked.
Yeah.
Everybody punches my mom in the face. Like, big deal.
I got banned for calling like Proud Boys like a terrorist organization and just kind of mentioning that terrorists should die. But
that's a terrorist organization. I'll join that terrorist organization. We're like Dexter, where we kill the killers.
That was the kind of thing. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't say that. And I'm like, all right, fair, but like, whose side are you taking right now?
Okay, well, what about a new? Oh my God! Wait, listen to this. Okay, I shouldn't give this one out for free.
Don't do it.
We came up with this at. I'm gonna say this sometime years later, whatever. Probably all this shit. Okay, so you have like bukkake.
Yes.
Right, where they're slapping lots of dicks on like someone's face.
I think there's more to it.
You have to blow their load onto it too.
Yes, I think
whatever, same thing, but lots of loads, lots of penises.
That's what when they were doing it to me. That's what they told me it was called.
The new move is okay. You get all the cocks and you put them all together.
Yeah.
So that what you do is like you put an elastic, like so all the balls are all together.
Yeah.
Right. So the cocks are obviously all pointing in different directions to get all the testicles together.
I'm on
you
board.
You put an elastic band keeping all the balls together.
Yeah.
Then you jam them into someone's mouth. So then it looks like a cock bouquet is coming out of your mouth. So it's called a bouquet key.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't know what event I would order it for.
Is that like a new one?
Is that for funerals?
That's like the bar mitzvahs, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the new rusty trombone or the new
for bar mitzvahs. You're a man now, Sal. I'm on.
The hairy one's your uncle.
I apologize to the Jewish faith. But anyways. Speaking of Jews, next week is Christmas, and as usual, we hit you with a Christmas movie. But this time, we decided to go a different way with it.
It's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. It's a movie that takes place over Christmas, and it's not like we did the Die Hard already, and so we're not going to have that debate. We are going into the horror realm of Christmas because there's a lot of them. So I think we'll probably stick around here.
I love it. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, because there's this whole series of them. Then there's also like Black Christmas and Santa's Sleigh, and
Gremlins
you better
too,
watch out.
Gremlins
technically.
Well,
yeah, it's one that
tells that Santa story.
Yeah, that's no doubt.
We better watch that one already.
We did do that, yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't here, but we did it. It's done.
Bummer. I should have not been here for
Super Mario Brothers.
No.
Oh, because technically you also were.
No. Cabin Boy.
Oh, Cabin Boy. Yeah, you should.
If there was one I could miss, man, I'd be like, wow, whoo, could have missed that one.
Yeah, but if we didn't have,
is that episode 8 yet?
no, yes, yeah,
And it is riveting. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, go.
You know what I think about podcasts.
Yeah, but
So I'm skewed.
yeah. If we didn't have like your sailor insights in that episode, though, we would have had nothing. It would have just been you and
sailor insights.
it would have just been
That's
you and
not
I
how you spit tobacco over the side. Come
Yes.
on.
And when you see a cupcake from like sunburn hallucination,
right, yeah.
you first off we have safety protocols in place for such things.
That was grossly negligent on what somebody with dehydration would actually see. The cupcake would not spit nicotine. It would probably spit its insides out or something.
Yeah.
Like, where did the cupcake get nicotine? I mean, come on now, right?
Yeah, probably the store, right?
Maybe.
All right. But anyways, we digress. We are watching Silent Night, Deadly Night. Here's a look at the trailer.
Was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. You've made it through Halloween. Now try and survive Christmas. Silent Night. Deadly Night.
All right, guys. So Silent Night, Deadly Night. We're excited about this one. We're going to release it on Christmas Day, which is actually the Saturday. So you can just, wait a day, I guess. But I wanted to show some things. It's now time to celebrate the 300th episode. But I had some things that I got from my birthday party that I wanted to show off. This is from my mother. We got Simpsonized as a family.
Oh my God.
So that's us.
Wicked.
So we can try and show that off. That's my... it went out of focus again.
It
There
just
it
didn't
is.
stop moving.
I've tried. Well, you can like see the reflection of us in the thing, but us... Oh my God, that's like a...
It's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Where do you get that?
I don't know where she got it done, but...
Matt Groening official.
Yeah, Matt Groening actually sent it to us. 'cause
Unbelievable,
I heard you were a fan. But this is something I wanted to show you because somebody who attended my party, Todd, was unable to make it because he was out of town. But somebody who did make it was our high school drama teacher.
No.
Patty Malkowicz
No
came to the
way.
party. Well, here's what I find out. So, whole thing. I'm looking, so I have like the blindfold on. I go into the place and then everybody's there and I'm looking around and not the first person I noticed, but I'm looking around, I'm seeing family members, whatever. And then I see Elaine, who was somebody that I used to see, but also is the daughter of our teacher. And then I noticed the teacher. I'm like, wow. Like, I was like, Carrie managed to reach out to them. How did they come here? Blah, blah, blah. Not only this, I find out that Carrie and Elaine have had a secret friendship for the last month or so, and they like help co-plan my party.
No way.
And so I'm sitting there, and at one point, Carrie and her are sitting at a table together laughing, and I'm like, worlds colliding! Worlds colliding! Like, it was so weird.
What the fuck? That's super cool.
That was super cool.
How are they doing?
They're doing fantastic. I did, because remember, I went to her 70th party. That was how we reconnected and all that.
I have dreams with Patty in it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I have something here that's going to blow your mind a little bit. Okay, and this is she gave it to me, and I have
drugs.
I have some things for you in here too.
Oh my God!
But let's open this up.
Oh wow! Look at this.
I will put these up. You'll see them on here. But like these are photos from a play we did called War Show. It was the last play we did in high school.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So this is me like big, and then I like lost a bunch of weight and then gained some of it back. So I'm essentially pretty much consistent. Look at everybody else.
Look at me. Look at that fucking mustache.
Look at you.
Look at that fucking mustache, man.
We have to look at these after.
I don't believe. Yeah, I'm gonna show. Yeah, we'll go through all these. I have doubles on
smoking.
the. I have doubles on the other side though that I can share with you.
Some of these.
But long story short, though, was essentially that this was down the street from our school. We would drive past it, and I noticed that this guy just had all this old war shit, like a crazy person, in his backyard, and we mentioned it. We mentioned it. I know, right? We mentioned it to
shit.
We mentioned it to our teacher, and she just made arrangements. And then like the newspaper came down and took photos of us. So we're like sitting on these trucks and all that. But like it was so cool. And then there's like we got way more shit in here. Like we got all different. We got production stuff. We got stuff from all over the place. There's Mark.
Yeah, there's Celia.
And yeah, it's just like there's a few people whose names I don't remember. A few people.
I kissed her in a play.
Yeah, so did I. I think we kissed her in the same play.
Probably.
Which, oh my God.
That's what we called it back then, a play.
Her name
Lanford Recreational Center.
Yeah, her new name is You Have Mouth Herpes.
Well, after kissing
she didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before she was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some people, I remember some people better than others. This guy, I will tell you, this is actually the main reason I started seeing Elaine is this guy. Because I'm not going to put this picture up, but when they were doing a fashion show thing that a friend of ours was putting on, and I was working in the back of it, and he was being kind of like half jokey, but half dicky, and was kind of like, oh, make sure, anybody wants to give me their phone number, you keep their phone numbers for me, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of it, I did get a phone number, but it was from Elaine.
It was his.
For me.
It was his.
And then and then I was like, yeah, I did get a number, but it was for me. Oh, like, and it was just kind of like, screw you, dude. But yeah, there's so much stuff in here, man. It's just like, it's so cool.
Way.
But I have some in the back of this for you specifically.
Awesome.
So.
Good stuff.
So yeah, so that was that. And then the last,
super fucking cool.
And then the last thing I have, I'm going to also show some pictures from, like, you can see behind me right there.
Yeah,
that photo thing.
Looking at it for like 50 years.
There's a lot of pictures of Todd and I in there. I'm going to share those up on the thing as well. From like from high school graduation and from like us as like fucking
Joe's
10-year-olds.
Mother took a picture of Joe's penis every year for his entire life.
It got smaller.
And it's really amazing.
Yeah.
The time lapse of it is like watching a star die.
Yeah. It got smaller, hairier, but wiser.
Exactly.
I could tell because it had glasses on towards the end. To show the time had passed.
What? Who is that? What?
Yeah, but it always knew what to say. It always knew what to tell me to feel better. Why won't anybody touch you? Because I'm a fucking mess. You're not the problem. It's me. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's evil.
But the last thing I wanted to do is I went through all of our previous best of episodes and I just compiled like just a mini best of just as kind of a reminder of
what we used to be.
Like 6 years of doing this. 300 episodes.
6 years to get 300?
300. Yeah.
Pretty good, though.
Well, it's 52. 52 episodes a year. Plus the odd like bonus and stuff like that. So so we just got there. But we wanted to share a little best of. So
are you counting the failed Patreon episodes?
No.
Or no?
No, because that's those are all binge watchers on the wall, which we're still half-ass working on.
We're getting there.
So we record a couple every now and again.
I don't know.
All right, guys, let us have a listen to this best of.
Brought to you by K-Tel's new Best of Figrin Dan and the Modal Nodes. You're going to get all your favorite Figrin Dan and the Modal Nodes tunes like this one. And don't forget this one. And if you act now and go online and order the CD right now, you're going to get this as a bonus track. I actually was reading a thing the other day. It was talking about people's fetishes, and it was talking about like how Mozart likes scat, and I'm like, what is that based on? But apparently it said he wrote to like his family members and told them how much he liked it. And there's like letters in Like poo-poo?
yeah, like poo-poo.
Huh. He was into the scat, eh?
What does that have to do with this movie, Joe? Oh, I have no idea.
Because it's shit.
Yeah.
Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them. Edgar Allan Poe didn't like bread?
Yeah, he loathes them.
Stop it. Stop the whole thing. Uh-oh, she's in the quiet room.
Is the room quiet? Do they have to be quiet in the room? This is the kind of stand-up humor you'll see if you ever see me get on stage. What is it with this room?
Well, he's covering this woman's breasts and upper body with batter.
Talk about a
And
battered woman.
She is...
Yes, high five.
Is that when the buddy's chasing him and he walks up the thing? Remember the old one where the lizard's chasing Kirk?
No, I want everybody to say that, like, we do have a deep connection, the two of us, but then this is the kind of bullshit he asks me. Is this that one where the thing gets chased by the thing and goes up the other thing with the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that one.
The answer is yes. That's the one. Like,
I knew you knew.
but I rewrote their music video for them, and I wish I could go back in time and direct it for them because I think I nailed it. They were doing some dance moves and stuff that really pissed me off. I said they should bring it all to the studio and have them doing stuff in studio and building up and then like being on like a rehearsal stage and then doing live performance at the end. It would have destroyed their fucking
way better.
I'm just saying. I'm guessing McG probably.
I like that you're living in a past glory that never happened. You know, you're like, yeah, I would have done that. That would have been awesome.
I don't know when Wang became part of the penis vernacular, but that must have been a really hard day for the Asian American community.
When did that? That's a real question right there. When did
no, that's
Wang?
not. Let's
Product
be really.
placement, there's Puma.
Yeah, let's be really clear. That's not a real question.
This is the questions people need to be answering.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my lord! Did you look at?
That is blackface.
I think it was the same guy twice.
Probably.
I think the guy shooting at him.
Well, I
And
noticed
then the
that-
guy he was holding was the same guy.
Well, I noticed that there are guys who are family, so I assume they're brothers. They're not brothers, but they're brothers. Whatever small town they're from, it's the kind that uses planes to find a single missing child.
There it is. He's this is the States. There's a
Yeah.
missing white kid. It's the 80s. Like, oh my God, like the army's after him here. See, look at this. So back in the day, they don't make him like, oh, you know what? I was literally just going to say, it didn't take like now.
Yeah.
They don't make him like this anymore, people.
You are the oldest man. See, there's no
every
question.
time.
Yeah, every single episode has had that.
The graphics. They don't make them like this anymore, baby. You know that. Goddamn garbage bags. They don't make those garbage bags like they used to.
No, well, now they have that
Yeah.
interweaving technology because we're the future now. I'll give you the opportunity to say they don't make them like this anymore, but like just the mixing of these styles was so cool. Like this is a very Tarantino kind of thing.
They don't make. Hey, wait, what?
What?
Stole my goddamn line.
I don't know. Go ahead and say it.
Holy shit. No, they got like a warehouse of dudes pressing fucking buttons on a keyboard. They call that making movies? Come on.
Yeah.
They don't make them like this anymore, baby.
Yeah.
Just say
High
it for
five.
real. Yeah. You've lost parents' names, events, just for this fucking Star Wars knowledge.
Those people die.
Star Wars
lives
never
forever.
will. If you could punch any horror icon in the mouth and get away with it, which one would you punch?
Tell you one which one I wouldn't.
Pinhead.
It is the most crooked eye. It's almost like it's trying to learn how to be an eye from the other eye. So he's just like job shadowing.
He's just staring
what are
at
you
him the
doing?
entire time.
What are you doing?
His fucking game costs $80 now.
Well, when?
$79, all of them.
Oh yeah.
$79.99.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
you buy the system for $500. You buy 6 games. That's the cost of your system.
Yep.
Go to the library, people.
Yeah.
Rent games. You thought I was going to say read? Oh my God.
Stupid.
Oh my God. There's games there now.
Yeah, we bought the family a puppy, and she is not adjusting quite yet, and she's very loud. So she's constantly whining. You know, bitches, right? High five.
Yeah.
But
He means female dogs, people. The actual usage of the word. Okay?
good either way,
So
whores.
don't get...
And you could have a big heavy person on top of a car back then because of all the heavy steel that those old cars are made of. So you know what you might say about those cars?
They were built real sturdy and good.
They don't.
They don't fuck around making cars like that.
They don't make.
They don't make cars anymore at all. That was the one, right?
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
I think my fear is well, I am afraid of breaking my right arm because I don't think I can wipe my ass with my left. But Haley Steinfeld, my God, she's fucking gorgeous. She's of age. She is gorgeous.
I think she is. I've used the word tumultuous. I've never used the word the root word of tumult, and I'm really happy with myself right now.
I'm very happy with you as well.
Oh, thank you.
Mainly because you haven't killed yourself yet.
Ooh, always on the cusp though. This movie is 22 years old. If you want to really put
God, what have we done with our lives? 11/11. Miscast commentary gets huge. I marry a celebrity, and then we break up horribly. What celebrity? It's 11/11. God, Christina Ricci. Done.
All right.
You watch now. If I get married to Christina Ricci and then we get divorced, I just had an epiphany. But if I get married to Christina Ricci and we do not get divorced, do not ever bring this up. Don't cause a rift between me and Christina Ricci for any reason.
This portion of the podcast did not require my presence.
Hey, when did you get here? Hey, Joe, give me your headset and go to bed. This is a drinking game now during Three Amigos. Okay, every time you
Spoiler
see
alert, we're
a
doing Three
pair
Amigos.
of oh shit.
It's all good. But that brings us back very loosely to the movie we're doing.
It does, yeah.
Three
Tell 'em.
Amigos.
Yay, what a surprise.
And then have my daughter go, what
is happening here?
And to have to even explain that to her in 2018 is heartbreaking.
What did you just say?
2018.
Is that what year this is?
Yes.
Oh, I am late for a wedding. Big time. He's gay as Zorro's blade, man. He pretending he's married to Kelly Preston. Come on.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. He's gay as Zorro's blade.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I couldn't think of anything more current. I'll probably get in trouble. Everybody knew Zorro's blade was homo, you know?
He's gay as Zorro's blade, but Donald Trump is rapier. Well, nice. Find me another podcast where the two hosts are this in sync. You go, you
right?
find it. You couldn't even have a podcast about In Sync with two people from In Sync, and they would be that in sync.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
Could you just say that one more time?
Nope. Not a chance.
His eyes are bleeding. Look into the camera.
So the time traveler's daughter.
Oh, yeah, gross. The time traveler's wife too?
Oh,
like
the revenge.
Yeah.
Sorry. This time it was personal. See? I
like that.
We're having a good time. Are we having a good time out there, folks? In fairness, this thing is new to me, and I thought that was the applause.
Perfect one. Look at this. He's not even on anything here. Well, drugs maybe, but not any wires or anything.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Little known fact about frogs: they hate being shot with bullets. Good thinking, man. Yep. Good thinking. We are kind of at the top of our game for smartness when both of us
smartness like that.
I tried.
Like that statement.
We found the title of this episode.
That was so fucking perfect.
If I get Lyme disease and Joe gets lemon disease, we're gonna be 7-Up.
I don't know why I like this.
It was one of the dumbest things I've ever said.
I really liked it, actually. Oh, fuck. I can have 4 conversations at the same time.
It's not always my experience with you. When we went and saw Captain Marvel, it was a fucking nightmare. You're sitting there, you're talking to me about some bullshit, or you're talking about the popcorn or whatever. You're like, I gotta piss for popcorn. I gotta eat all this popcorn. What did she just say? Fucking pay attention.
No, come on.
Is that what she said?
I didn't have to. I don't pay attention when women talk. That's why I had no idea what happened in that whole movie.
Let me put this to you. This is what you just described to me, and tell me if there's any human who would be able to find it. You know, you remember Kevin, the guy with...
I'm also touching things while I make that noise.
I was just doing it.
They can't see you.
Yeah, but they couldn't see you.
True.
We're at another impasse.
You should have explained it to them.
So that is what 300 episodes look like. We're not getting like more professional if that's what you're worried about. I did want to
really like the rapier.
I wasn't not so proud of that. But I do just want to say 300 episodes. I could not be happier that I could do this.
I could be happier.
I probably, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Why put a cap on it, I guess.
Exactly.
But no, fair enough. But I'm just thrilled that I've been able to spend this time with you to do this, and it's been such a blast. And to
Agreed.
go from just being a part to doing this and like just having so much fun and having people come with us along the way. Thank you to everybody.
Tell all your friends.
Every one of them.
Everybody.
My fear is that we really roped in a group of introverts. My categories. No, but
You're right.
Yeah, we roped in a group of introverts, and we're like, tell your friends, and you're like, stop reminding me that I don't have friends.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
What's that?
It's like, okay, you know, trans and all that.
Oh, good.
What if
Speaking of
I'm sexually frustrated that incels won't have sex with me?
It's time to celebrate good times. Come on.
The women
300
should have
episodes.
fallen out of the sky like the incels want and then still be disappointed.
I will tell you.
You're not Olivia Munn. You're
Yeah, that's true.
just Olivia Wilde.
Do you think anybody out there is still pining for Shailene Woodley?
Ooh. Yeah,
It's like I've seen what she's done to Aaron Rodgers and how she loves crystals.
Oh
and shit.
my god!
So-
Yeah, that's right. He's totally not. He gets his medical knowledge from Joe Rogan.
Everybody should.
Yes,
If
I
anybody
forgot that she was married to him. She did the right thing and just went off with her crystals for a while he's going nuts about. You know,
Yeah. Did you see her go
I don't think
off?
you should. Is there? That's gonna fall right off.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Break a birthday gift.
Did you see I guess like there was something, somebody took a picture and they're like, this is Aaron Rodgers, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, yeah, like he drive that crappy a car. And then like just started like just shitting all over like poor people. Like, and I'm just like,
It was our favorite lady.
I'm like, oh God. I'm like, he does not marry well. I was like, this is my thing
Who else
about-
did he marry?
he married Danica Patrick.
Ooh.
And that was just a weird relationship, and his career started. This is what happened. Like Andre Agassi had the same thing with Brooke Shields. You're like, oh my God, he married Brooke Shields. Oh, how amazing. And then he became like the worst tennis player. And then
Because they sucked the living life out of you.
right. And then and then they get divorced. And I think he won like his first tournament after they got divorced.
Ever the day after.
It was just boom. It was like that's out of my system.
because you can totally focus now.
Yeah. And he was with
you're gonna marry some Hollywood diva.
yeah. And he was with Olivia Munn as well. In between those two.
Oh, really?
So,
I chose
who
the
was-
right name.
Who is now with John Mulaney.
Oh, that's right. He left his wife for her.
Yes.
Because he suddenly, he got too big for his britches, that one.
Just came out of rehab.
Yeah, and then he dumped his wife. He's like, oh, thanks for being my rock to stand on, bitch. See ya.
That's like
See ya, but when I admit that I'm gay and I leave Olivia Munn and maybe live in the basement. I'm like,
I hope
he's got
that's-
lots of money. He's got lots of money.
I hope
You don't
that's
worry
true
about living in the
because
basement.
then I'm still in the picture.
He made that joke too that he's like 3/4 gay or
Yes.
something.
He's like, he said the thing. He's like, you see here and here that I have a girlfriend. He's like, which is weird because I'm probably gay. But,
I see. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
A little self-aware joke.
Yeah. I've always liked John Mulaney.
Stay off the sauce, bud.
Do it. Yeah. Stay clean, baby. And the last thing I would want to say to kind of bring things down, since we started with Anne Rice's death, I would say that.
So we started with?
Yeah. No, but I would say to just, put out some love to the people in like up through the States who just got like their whole towns torn apart by tornadoes.
Oh my God, I didn't even know.
Oh, so basically
Really?
the storm that we just had, the big windstorm that we just had,
yeah.
it came up through all these places.
Oh my God.
There was a tornado that touched down. I can't remember. It was around Kentucky. I think it touched down at like 6 p.m. It was still on the ground at like 11 p.m.
Jesus.
And the people of Mayfield, Kentucky, literally their entire town was flat. Like not one building left.
Like the whole
standing.
place.
The whole place was just,
Oh,
at least the
my
one
God.
shot that I saw. And like this is a whole thing because I see people already doing the stupid like political nonsense with this because like I guess who was it, Rand Paul came out saying because the governor requested federal assistance and all that, and then people right, and then people like Rand Paul kind of like retweeted that or said I support that, blah blah blah, but then people started going, oh, Rand Paul, you didn't feel so happy about that when Hurricane Sandy happened and Chris Christie was asking for help and he was like going wah, wah. And I'm like, no, not time to be political, this is a human crisis.
God, like
this is a human crisis. Take care of your humans.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Well, our thoughts and prayers at Miscast go out to all the people.
So
That's
if you can and choose to, want to support them in any way, especially because it's the holiday. Like I just picture all these people losing everything, right, going into Christmas.
Yeah.
And so like if you want to support them, pick the charity or the support place that you feel most comfortable, like a Red Cross or something like that.
I should watch the news more. Like I had literally no idea.
No, it's all good.
I just found Downton back on Netflix. Like there, boom, right? I've been lost in ancient Britain.
I get it. I'll tell you, the first place I saw it was TikTok, so I'm not better. But
whatever, you get your news,
I found it eventually, so yay me. But yeah, if you want to help, you pick the one that you feel is right. Don't I never like to suggest one because that's when
pick one yourself. Because then it seems like we got something going on.
Yeah,
or send all your money to Todd, care of Miscast.
Yeah,
I will put my
we'll get it there.
Bank number there. You send it directly to me.
Yeah. Next week he's got a giant gold chain. But yeah, so it was just much love out to them. And then it's the people in Vancouver who are still dealing with the aftermath of all the flooding and all that stuff. Same kind of thing. We're about to go into the holidays. And that's what I was saying is we're literally our next episode is our Christmas episode. So just a lot of love to those people who are currently doing without. And yeah, I know we just laughed a lot and now we're not, but
we'll laugh again.
After 300 episodes, you think they were all going to be bangers? But no.
Hey, sometimes you got to get real. Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah,
we're going into the holiday season. We're not fucking rich by any means, but we're definitely not. We're not hurting.
Yeah.
I grew up, horribly, not poor, but. A tornado never ripped my fucking house down. Yeah. I remember one Christmas, and I look fondly, whatever, where I just got a sweater.
Yeah.
And at least, that's more than bazillions of people get.
Yeah.
So you count your blessings, everybody.
Yeah.
And you enjoy your family and your loved ones this holiday season.
You bet.
And you give if you can.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So yeah, after 300 episodes, guys, so much love. Have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hanukkah has passed and I never know what days they are. So sorry, my Jew friends. Sorry. I screwed it up again this year. No, there was the one year where it lined up perfectly with Christmas and all that. And I was like, I know when this is. And I actually nailed it. Every friend I have and coworker who's Jewish, I was jumping on it. I'm like, Happy Hanukkah. Because I know about it this year.
Happy. And I just say, way to kill Jesus, and then I give him the wake of the gun.
Wow, that's a trip around the track from Help Your Fellow Man.
Trip around the track.
Jesus, quite literally. But anyways, everybody out there, much love. Silent Night, Deadly Night. We're gonna watch Santa murder some people.
Get back into the holiday spirit.
Yeah. So we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.